everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Black Retreat. I'm your host, Mesha L, and this is my very special guest.
Oh, no.
The
First of all, she said special with like not like like he's special, like he's a little special, like GPA was 1.8 in high school.
No.
But
No.
it really was.
Shut. Was it actually?
In high school.
Inspire the young
I'm
because you have like 12 degrees now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to inspire. I started off right there, and then now I'm like cum laude.
Yeah, started from the bottom.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that.
So, yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Finish it.
But this is my very special guest, one sentence, Brandon Ward. Hey, Brandon. So I like to start the show off with how I met my guest, but it's kicking my ass because I cannot remember how I met you.
We met, you went to NIFA, most definitely.
Yes. But I feel like I never saw you at NIFA.
Nah, I think we actually met at the club, Station 1640, right? When we got that section for LD birthday? Or was that before?
What year was this?
This was what, like 2 years ago?
Actually? Damn.
It was either at some
LD's
event.
birthday?
LD, my partner LD, he be outside, like everybody know
Yeah.
LD.
Yeah,
So,
everybody know LD. He be
like,
around the way. That's my nigga.
It's talking about like me and Sam be jealous. Our partner Sam, we have to pay full price to get in the club. But since LD know everybody, they be like, oh, LD 15, 10. Matter of fact, don't even pay. Just come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in, LD.
No, LD is the plug. He know everybody. He be everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, so sorry, it's not some beautiful story like everybody else's. But we met. And
we was most definitely connected in the same circles.
Yes, but I knew I loved you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters. Brandon is one of them people I just felt like, oh, like I know this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like we cool. He's one of the people in the group. Dang, but we keep missing each other like in the group stuff. Cause
I invited her to this big movie we was all going to. What movie was that?
Was it Woman King?
I think it was Woman King. Oh no! It was a movie we went to see in Glendale. And
at that cool theater.
Yeah, the dine-in theater.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I still want to go there.
Yeah, we actually got in. You know what I'm saying? For they gave us our money back because they didn't give us our food in time. So
really?
We was complaining like we went to the end of the movie. And y'all want to bring our food now?
Well, maybe I don't actually want to go.
But
Yeah,
so,
but I had missed that because it was tax season, and I be at work like all day, and I'm old. Like the rest of them are like 3. And I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
After 9 o'clock?
So,
oh, hell no.
No, for real. And I was like, oh, the idea of getting off of work at 8 p.m. and going straight somewhere? Oh, dear baby Jesus. Like, no. But we are gonna have to hang out more, so that's my bad. But I'm so glad to have you here today.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, if you don't already know Brandon is an actor, a writer, a singer. What else do? You do a bunch of stuff.
Edit, direct, anything in the film industry, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
What did you call yourself? The multi-hyphenate DIY pioneer.
First of all, don't tell people I call myself that. Yeah, so I'm a multi-hyphenate because I'm blessed with talent. Thank you, Jesus. And DIY pioneer, do-it-yourself pioneer, because I'll be on YouTube University like it ain't nothing. Like, oh, I don't need to do that. I can get my own electrician. I can do my own this. I can do it. So I most definitely like I cut my own hair.
Really?
Yeah. What else I do?
You country.
I cut my own
You
hair.
from Indiana?
Yeah. Gary, Indiana, by the way of Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
How do you feel being so far from home?
I miss my mama, getting on her nerves, and my sisters, and my family, my grandma.
Yeah.
I'm like the aggravator in the family. Like I do stuff to push. I do stuff to push people buttons. Like you call me, listen to my voicemail. It's dedicated to my grandma. Like quit calling me grandma, because she'll just call and leave voicemails. This your grandma. Like I don't know her voice, so my voicemail.
Your voicemail is dedicated to your grandma.
Because she the only one that leave me voicemails.
And do she be like, hey, this your grandma?
Exactly.
Like, you don't know who it is.
Yeah, she be like, this your grandma. Give me a call back. It's your grandma. like I don't know your voice, Miss Jean. Like, damn.
Like she had to double down. My granny definitely do that. My mama do it too. She be like, "Hey, Mish, this your mom." I'm like, "Hey, girl, I always knew it was you. You gave birth to me."
I think I can check my phone right now. I probably got some voicemails from her.
First of all, I need to hear the dedication to Miss Jean.
Hey, this is Brandon. Leave a message, please. And Grandma, if it's you, please. My voicemail is full. Just send me a text. Love you.
Yeah, so that's my voicemail. Hold on.
Don't do her.
See, look. She called back to back on July 7th.
We gonna have to find that one. But I know she missed you being out here.
Yeah. So, that my auntie, my sisters, my cousins, like, But I'm tired of going back home, honestly. Like, anybody that's in LA, and then y'all have to always go back home. Like, I'm in LA. Y'all should be coming out here to me. I got everything. We got Six Flags, Universal. Like,
no, because they be like, you shouldn't have never left. So you should have to come home. It's only one of you.
Nah, Yeah, it's only one of you. It's all of us. Like, well.
9 of us.
Yeah, well, y'all can go ahead and save up and fly out here.
Yeah, how long you been here? When you move here?
4 years. 2019, January, went to NYFA, New York Film Academy, Burbank.
When did you graduate?
The top of the pandemic. As soon as the pandemic happened. What was that? 2020 March 2020.
Oh my gosh, Brandon, that's when we graduated.
Yeah. So
because I didn't even know you until after the pandemic.
Yeah. So what?
How did I not know you? And you literally went to my school.
Literally. I mean, because what department you was in?
We were in screenwriting.
Yeah, so
the acting got their own building.
We had our own building. Unfortunately, I feel like that's one thing that NYFA need to do different. Like, we all need to be at least in a building together so we can see each other and be like, you an actor, you a director, I'm a writer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we can but it was like the actors was in all this the one building by themselves and everybody else was in the other building. Yeah. So
I genuinely wonder why they made that decision though. Because everybody should intermingle.
Yeah, they should. So NYFA, if you're watching, change that.
NYFA. And you should be watching because I graduated from there.
Exactly. And get some more black teachers. Thank you.
No, literally. Because you graduated from an HBCU. Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee State University.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the hat? You know what I'm saying? TSU. Yeah, Tennessee State University, Phi Beta Sigma. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know you were a Sigma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I find out so many things every day. I would have
never guessed. How good of a
guessed.
friend are you that you don't know? I'm just
You
playing.
know what? It's because I don't be coming around.
Yeah.
I'm old. So
but
I don't know enough. Yeah.
Came out here from an HBCU, so going from an HBCU to like a film school with like only like 1.5 black teachers. You like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the school. I mean, NYFA is like 80% like foreign people / people of color. So I'm just like, y'all need to balance out the demographic.
Absolutely. Yeah. Was it like a stark change for you then coming out here?
It wasn't a stark change.
Yeah.
As far as finding food. So when I find a good food spots, I'll be comfortable. So that's the whole thing. Like LA is so big. Yeah. And you gotta like pick between the weeds of like, this is a good food spot, or this food spot is nice and elegant, but the food is just like bland.
Yeah, and you pay like trash.
$80 for some shit. And like, oh, hey, I'm sorry, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, motherfuck, bitch, damn. You hear me? All right, had to get that out the way.
I need to put that as a rule because everybody be asking that, and I be like, Can
I cuss? Shitty, fuck them damn. Yeah. Okay. But so coming out here, it was like once I found the food spots, I was cool. After that, it was just like, I like LA because there's a lot to do, and then now I know where the hot spots of food at. Yeah, and it's like, all right, cool.
So that was like the basis of everything. Yeah, like where you could find the food.
The first like 8 months was horrible. It was trash. I was experimenting here, paying $80 for this, and like, oh my gosh, it was basic.
Yeah. And then so what's your favorite food spot?
The food trucks out here be popping.
They do.
Yeah. It's like when I told my mom and my stepdad came out here, I was like, we finna for this food truck. They like, we ain't finna go to no damn roach coach. I was just like, what? I was like, they call the food trucks back home like roach coaches because like nobody really eats from food trucks. But I'm like, food trucks out here in LA be popping.
No, food trucks are where it's at.
Yeah,
especially in Hollywood. They be lined up after you get out the club. But I don't be going to the club. Parents, okay, sure. It just be.
She be in that bit like, oh. But
Shut up.
Yeah, but also I do want to change gears real quick and just say I love the setup. Like this is unique. Like it's the relaxation of like people y'all see we getting our feet. You know what I'm saying? It's relaxing. We in a road. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? We got the champagne.
Brandon brought me some wine, actually.
Yeah, some rosé.
I appreciate that because don't nobody be bringing me nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like anytime you get invited anyway, it's good manners to bring something. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a country boy.
Exactly. So I need a shout out for the next 3 seasons.
You know, we love niggas from the South.
So yeah, you know, like
this is good.
You see, look, you was trying to downplay it. Like I only like dessert wine. If you ain't got none of that, then I guess. That's how she said. I called her before, like, can I bring some wine? She was like,
see,
I mean, I guess. I'm like, you got a wine opener? I don't know. I was just like, okay.
I don't appreciate you busting me out.
The transparency
in front of my audience, but I was because I like some of the wine be bitter. And I don't like that. I wanted to go down smooth, or it's not smooth, it's but like
less of a
sour. It's just like this tastes like soda pop.
Yeah,
that sounds really crazy, but no, honestly, I feel like it's just easier to drink like Moscato and stuff. I ain't gonna hold you though. This is
it's a nice little rosé. You know what I'm saying? It's a summertime wine, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't sponsoring me though, so I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but it is rosé. So
I got it at Target. You know
shout out to Target. Now Target, y'all can sponsor me because I love me some Target. Yeah. But so what did you get your degree in?
Acting for film.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your undergrad in though?
That was communications.
So did you know?
Yeah, so first of all, I got like 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay? I got an associate's in theater. I got associate's in theater, a bachelor's in communication, and a master's in acting for film. Take it back. When I graduated high school with like a 1.8 GPA.
Actually, and they let you graduate.
Yeah, man. Like
they were like, just get him out of here.
Just get him out of here. Like, you understand, like I failed PE.
Were you just like not going to school?
No, I mean, I love school. I was going to school. I just did especially my senior year, I did what I wanted. Yeah. I had the mindset like, I'm not finna see 80% of these people no more.
Yeah.
After when you're a senior, you was like, so I'm finna go ahead and act the ass, do what I want, have fun. So
you was a class clown.
I was a class clown, but I was also cool with everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why they were just like, just let them graduate. Be good. So, but PE, like they used to deduct points every time you late. Yeah. So I used to just walk in PE like, what's happening? You're late, Brandon. Get over there.
And I am so disappointed in you. I didn't even know you back then.
And then, so at the end of the year, they were just like, you failed PE, right? So to make up for it, you got to spend like a whole like week after, because seniors they leave early.
Yeah.
So you got to spend a whole week during PE. I said a whole week in my favorite class. I mean, I was playing basketball every day. Like
it was your favorite class, but you failed and you was being late.
Because it was just like I didn't take it serious, thinking like y'all really finna fail me for PE. Come on now, and they actually did it. I was just like, wow.
What did your mama say? Was she like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, my mom, she was pregnant during that time. She really didn't care. That was a wild. My senior year was a wild time. My mom was pregnant. I used to take her car keys and her phone, and I used to be like, hey, she was on bed rest.
So you were a delinquent.
Man. First of all, let's blame the parent. Why is she pregnant at that age? And then she wasn't even worried about me. She was just like, okay, just bring my car back. Yeah, like she didn't know what I was doing out in them streets. Man.
I'm so dead. Yeah. I would expect you to be like a class clown, but the fact that you were a class clown and you were kind of special. Yeah, I feel like I led this in with the right word because special you were. Yeah. But we're just gonna thank God that you graduated high school. Yeah, because did you go get your AA because of that?
No, I graduated high school. And then I just went to this community college in Peoria, Illinois. Shout out to the P-Town, Illinois Central College, because I had a 1-point GPA and I couldn't go to no damn 4-year university. So I was just like, dang, that's the only thing I can do. And then that's when it started hitting me like, dang, I should have really like got my GPA up. I should have really did. I should have went to gym. I should have did all that because now I got to go to this community college. But the community college was cool. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. Then you save money at the community college too. So got my 2-year degree. Yeah. And then I transferred from there to Tennessee State.
And they let you in.
Oh yeah, because my GPA got up. And then I got my transfer credits, and they let me in. Then TSU was like, yeah, we'll let you in, brother.
Yeah.
And then, went there, HBCUs where it's at, you know what I'm saying? Support black colleges.
Yes, support black colleges, because I definitely didn't go to one, but I would have liked to. Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, but that's, now I'm like, now that I know what a black college is like, do I want my kids to experience it? But at the same time, I'm just like, hey, if you get a scholarship to go to goddamn Yale, take that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. So I just feel like, do you want the experience or you want your kids to have bigger opportunities?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not saying that HBCU can't provide those same opportunities, but it's just like, knowing what I know, like, maybe you can go that route and maybe,
like it'll be all right.
Still be all right. Yeah.
But I feel like you just miss out on certain stuff when you don't go to an HBCU.
You really do. That's why I'm just like, I feel like golden, like, the stuff golden nuggets you're going to miss out on, like, you know what I'm saying, the culture, the environment, knowing, like, networking.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Because today I was watching College Hill on BET Plus.
Oh, it's back on?
Yes. It's the second season. College Hill. Yeah. It's the Celebrity College Hill.
Oh, I seen that. I didn't know it was actually on.
With like Ray J and them. He been on both seasons because he dropped out. He got kicked out the first one. Oh, but the second season they at ASU. And today I was like, man, I wish I would have went to because I would have been doing all. I would have been one of them. What are they? The honeybees?
No, they talking about the.
I think that they something like the honeybees or the bumblebees or something. Shout out to ASU. That's where my girl Alicia graduated from. But yeah, I definitely would have done more because I wasn't even involved for real. I was just trying to graduate.
Yeah.
Because my whole trajectory was awful because I got my associates as well because
See, look, you got we probably got 1.6 GPA. She was talking about me. I'm like, man.
But I was in the top 5 of my high school graduating class.
I was in the top like in the 87-ish.
But college, I actually did do well, but it took me a really long time to graduate. But this is not about me.
Yeah. So okay. So like for example, high school I had 1.8. By the time I got to New York Film Academy, I was cum laude. I was like at 3.8, 3.8, 3.9-ish.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, like, once you in your field, that's something that you actually like to do.
Absolutely.
Then, like, that's when you really thrive, and that's when you really can show, you know what I'm saying, your skill set. What's the quote by that if you judge a fish on its ability to fly, then he'll go through his whole life thinking it's stupid. Yeah, we have a curriculum, but that's just like, some people might not be good in this or good in that, but once you find your lane that you're good in, then like you can really excel. So I feel like grades really, I don't want to say hinder, but it's just like it's.
They don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, they don't tell the whole story. Basically,
because you can still be successful and have bad grades.
Exactly.
And some people don't even go to college and they are just fine. So, heck, or high school for that matter. But stay in school, kids.
Please stay in school.
But did you already know that you wanted to like act and sing?
Yeah.
Like when did you realize like, oh, this is
funny story? Well, I was in 7th grade, and it was like one of those like career classes, like what you want to do when you get older. And I just had like a real heart to heart to myself, and it was kind of like a Jesus moment for me. I was just like, what do I really want to do? And then, because I grew up in just like a drug infested environment, like like no leadership, no nothing, like no good positive male figures. So I'm just like, all right. I made a vow to myself, I'm not gonna sell drugs because my father was hooked on drugs. So I'm just like, okay, I ain't gonna do that. I gotta get this money somehow, but I ain't gonna sell dope.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, what do I want to do? I'm like, I'm good at basketball, but I ain't that good. I ain't no Michael Jordan, so maybe not even waste my time. I'm good at singing, but could I like be performing every night doing it? I'm like,
I'm no Luther.
Yeah. I'm just like, And then I was just like, whatever I want to do, I want to entertain people. I want to, make people. I'm like, I'm funny, but I don't want to be on stage telling jokes.
You don't? You ain't never thought about being a comedian? Because Brandon is funny, y'all.
Yeah, because knowing what I know now, switch subjects real quick. Switch gears real quick. Knowing what I know now about comedians, like that's a true craft that I respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That people have a whole routine, a whole material that they've been practicing for years, and then they can. Perform it but me, I just feel like I can just get on stage and talk shit and make people chuckle. Yeah. So like, if I really wanted to go down that path, I can. But I was like, So in 7th grade, I was like, I'm funny, but I don't want to be no comedian. And I would just look. I was just like, what do I want to be? And I looked to my left, and Will Smith was on TV, Fresh Prince. I was like, bam, that's what I want to do.
Hell yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm gonna be like Will Smith. Will Smith and Jamie Foxx. And then ever since the 7th grade, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to be an actor.
That's such a young age to have decided, like, yeah, I want to do this.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's good to know at a young age, but I wish knowing what I know now, like, but honestly, it really nothing I could have done because, like I said, there was nobody in the hood that was on TV or act or in the entertainment business. So it was just like, you know what you want, but you have no roadmap of how to get there.
Yeah.
So it was just like, that's why I granted all to myself, like, when nobody teach me how to get here. So, like, everything I did was late nights on the computer, researching, asking questions. Anytime I hear anybody coming in town that can be remotely in the industry, I'm trying to make my way there, asking them questions. So it was a lot of questions, a lot of research, a lot of trial and error. So I salute myself to like just like staying dedicated and like learning it from like coming from Gary, Indiana with like nothing. Yeah. Like y'all do research on Gary, Indiana, you can be like, ugh, nigga, like boy.
Who is from Gary? Ain't that where Michael Jackson is from?
Exactly. Yeah. That's all people know. Like Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
If Michael Jackson can make it out, and Brandon Ward can make it out.
Well, Michael Jackson got beat out. That's what he did. Joe Jackson made so shout out to Joe Jackson. He don't get enough credit.
All right.
He beat them kids out of Gary, Indiana. Because I feel like that's what you need to get out of Gary, Indiana. You got to get beat to get out of there. Because honestly, Gary, Indiana, when I was growing up, it was the murder capital for like a couple years. So I'm just like, yo, like, you got to beat them kids out of there because ain't no way.
We do not condone beating children.
But I'm just saying, Joe Jackson.
Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Shout out to Michael Jackson.
And Janet and the rest of them.
Yeah. They got they beat out of Gary. You know what I'm saying? I survived Gary. I had to run away and get smart.
I really hate you.
Sorry.
This is why I was like, you should be a comedian because there ain't no way you can't get up there and like figure this out.
I can. Like if I really want to just get focused and get some material because because even at NIFA, they made us do stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did stand up.
How'd you do?
I did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually liked it.
Yeah.
But it was just like, because really.
Like, this ain't my dream.
This ain't my dream, but I can get up there and do it. Like, somebody, now if I get an opportunity to be like, hey, we're going to give you $100 million. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm finna come up with 30 minutes of material. HBO want to give me a couple million.
Get a little stand up going on.
I can do it, but it's nothing that I'm pursuing.
Yeah.
If the opportunity come along, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do it, most definitely. Yeah. But right now, it's just like me, I like write sketch comedy. So my what I'm currently working on is like a sketch show, kind of like Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
So I done filmed a few sketches, and then I'm gonna figure out a format to do, and then
Why you ain't asked me to be in no sketch?
I ain't finished it yet, shawty. Calm down. I got you in mind.
Yeah.
On your trip.
Because I definitely wrote a pilot.
You did?
Well, it's like 4 pages.
I mean,
I wrote a cold opening that I sent to Sam, and I was like, me, Brandon, and LD, I feel like we would be the main characters.
He texted me about something like that, and I was just like, yeah, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Did he send it to you?
He didn't send it to me. He texted me what you text him.
Do you feel like what you're doing now is what you want to do? Or do you feel like where you are right now today, you feel like you got like way more shit to actually accomplish? I
feel like, because once you come to LA, and shout out to NIFA for exposing me to like the bigger picture like of the industry. Because before I came to LA and before I went to NIFA, I would just like focus on just like acting. I want to be on TV. I want to be on TV. But NIFA exposed me to like, bro, this is a whole industry. Yeah. Like you got different departments. You got the writing. You got the directors. You got producers. You got who make the money actually. Yeah. Yes. Because actors don't really make, now that I know.
I mean, if you gonna do something that make money, you should definitely produce.
Yeah. So it just exposed me to all these opportunities. And like what the main thing when I seen the script for Get Out. Yeah. And the teacher gave us the script and made us read it. And I'm like, so this 90 pages was like, that's how big the script was for Get Out. Yeah. And it was like 90 pages. This movie grossed over $200 million. So I'm just like, so 90 pages, something that's this thin, grossed $200 million? Yeah. And I was just like, yo. Yeah. That opened my whole mind. So I was just like, okay, so even if acting don't work out, there's a whole different like side of this industry that you can tap into and you know what I'm saying, actually make money. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, shout out to the writers. They currently on strike.
Yes. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, good segue. Yes. So, you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, like the writers on strike, the people who write your favorite shows. Yes. And honestly, a lot of people, especially from back home, they like, what's going on? Like, y'all on strike? I'm just like, the writers on strike right now. I'm just like, y'all not really going to see the effects of it until probably like 8 months down the line once you start noticing like
Abbott ain't coming back on.
Abbott Elementary, like, bro, we still watching the same 3 reruns of Abbott? Like, what's going on?
Somebody on Twitter was like, so did everybody just stop watching Abbott? And somebody was like, baby, they on strike. Like, ain't no new Abbott coming out.
TV,
and that is so sad to me. Because I'm like, why don't y'all just pay these people their money?
Yeah, like, it's a lot of, like the producers and the studios are like, you know, well, we pay them up front, but the actors, the writers are like, well, we want, more money up front and on the back end, especially if we wrote a show like Abbott, like who won Emmys and stuff like that. Like, okay, like, you gotta budge a little bit. Every relationship is about compromise. Yeah,
because the show just wouldn't be good without the writers.
Exactly. So you gotta know, like, it's just like, hey, we all a team. Like, there's no like, well, I run it, and so it's just like, oh man. So
absolutely. So writing is pretty important.
It really is. Like everything starts with the writer. So it's just like So and then,
were you always writing, or did you just like?
I just started writing when because I've always been funny. Yeah. And then once I figured out the format of writing and the structure, I was like, oh, I can just write this. And my at NIFA, shout out to NIFA.
Yeah.
I keep bringing
shout out to NIFA.
Yeah.
Shout out to our school.
Shout out to the school. It's like, because that's what like made me discover this talent that I can write.
Yeah.
Because we had a little pitch in our class, in our cohort. And then I wrote this script, like 8 pages, and knocked it out in like 30 minutes. I'm like, dang, I wrote that fast as hell. And I was just like, yo, this. And then everybody in the class loved it. They was like, this is so funny. How long did it take you to do this? I'm like, bro, I did that in like 30 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, this easy. Like, you just having conversation, just talk like how I talk trash to people. Like, I'm just putting it in words.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah. So writing, I started doing that, like 2019, 2020.
Yeah. So you mentioned like other people saying stuff about your writing. Do you care about how others perceive you?
I do. Yeah. Because overall, when you're an actor, you basically are your own business. Yeah. So you are selling yourself. So in a business mindset, you want your customers to buy your product. Right. So you gotta care what they think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even if they say something negative about it, you just gotta chop it up as constructive criticism. Yeah. So I most definitely care how others perceive me. Do I take anything personal? No. Yeah, because
that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good book called The 4 Agreements, and it talks about taking things personal, and it just you do need to read that.
And so many people have told me to read it, and I just
you should, or at least look at the footnotes of it.
Yeah,
but don't take nothing personal because everybody going through their own personal thing, so people don't personally attack you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's your ex or something. You know what I'm saying?
Then, unless it's actually personal.
Then it's toxic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But let's not get into
this. Do we need to segue?
We're not here for that. We're not here for that. I was just triggered when I heard,
I mean, if you need to cut the cameras.
you got a tissue.
I'm here for you.
You got a tissue? Please. Gosh.
I'm here to support my boys.
How much time you got? Because we never hear the man side of the story. Never.
I really didn't want to ask this, but what's your sign?
A stop sign. Okay. That's what it is. Jesus.
When were you born?
When I came out my mom.
So everybody can judge you on here.
When I came out my mom's vagina.
Were you born in December?
Close. January 10th, 19 yada yada yada. Yeah, January 10th, Capricorn. Whatever that means. Okay.
You and Sam.
What? Yeah, because we. Yeah, matter of fact, you ain't even come to our birthday party. Yep.
Lies. I was there.
Was you there?
I walked in the club and you was like, Mesha. No, that was LD. But you.
Oh shit.
No. Actually, no, you did. You was like, you'll never be coming nowhere.
Wasn't he?
When we was at that club, it was you, Sam, and LD, because all your birthdays are right. And I was there last year, wasn't I? At the wait, was that your birthday?
Not last year. My birthday was this year at the room in Santa Monica.
I was there. Okay. Because you had it with Sam and LD. I was there.
I was.
And I had my hair in a bun.
That's the last time I've been drunk, so I don't even remember, honestly.
Was I drunk?
I was toe up. I threw up that night.
I like
and
to
I don't
not
throw up.
Be drunk. You need to stop being drunk.
No, I said that was the last
Lord
time I've been drunk.
Approve.
I know, I'm a man of God. And then because the theme of my birthday was birthday shots.
There was a theme?
I mean, I just put that on the flyer, like birthday shots. You know what I'm saying? And people was actually like giving me birthday shots, like here. And
I think I got the Sam version because y'all all had like the same one, but y'all changed our name.
Yeah, we had 3 different flyers. You know what I'm saying?
Freaking triplets.
Yeah, so we had 3 different flyers.
But I was there, so don't try to play me. But
I was drunk all night.
You being a Capricorn is so funny because.
Whatever that means.
I will let the audience judge his Capricornism.
I'm a Capricorn. I came here to get managed. Ooh, you know you love it when I start speaking Spanish.
Ay, papi.
I was guaranteed to give you everything your body's missing.
These are the signs
of love making.
Are you?
So I have a dilemma with Capricorns. It's this girl I know. You know what I'm saying? She's into the zodiac signs.
Yeah.
I don't think I can bring around my family because they very religious.
Yeah.
Like, get this devil out my house.
They said, and what about it? Like, who cares when we were born?
So you a Scorpio? You a Capricorn? Oh, let me tell you something.
But you know what? I'm only like semi into it because when I was in NIFA, I wrote this short called Horoscopes.
Let me top you off.
Thank you. I wrote this short called Horoscopes. And basically, it was about this girl that would only date guys based on their sign. And so, thank you. You know, Capricorns and Cancers are sister signs. Anyway, so after I wrote that, I had to like research everything, and I was like, it's really crazy how people kind of act like they star signs most of the time. But since I love Jesus, I do like to revert everything back to Christianity. Because honestly, like, I do think that, I just don't think God made no mistakes. And I think before there was, like, time and, like, all these things to keep track, I feel like people did use the stars to keep track of things and stuff like that. So I feel like it's definitely some real to it. Yeah. I don't think it's all that it is.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of research that I've been doing because I really don't want to get deep into it. Just like it's kind of like forbidden knowledge. Yeah. So
we're just gonna
but no, like I understand like people will be like, oh well, this is you did this and did that, but some of it I just feel is like so vague. Like
it is.
You're very confident, ain't you? And be like.
Yeah. Like, well, who is it?
Who is it? Yeah.
Like, but it was a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, it's 50-50 chance. But I love, like, messing with people when they start talking about the zodiac signs, stuff like that. I'd be like, is that the reason my dad was smoking crack?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they get the, I'm sorry. But, like, no, I'm just like, so I love getting a reaction out of people. Because my friend, one of my best friends in Nashville, her boyfriend with some sign, and she was always be like, he act like this because he's this and his moon is there. I'm like, so he's a liar because that's this sign. I'm like, okay.
You said I want you to shut up because I don't agree.
Okay, yeah. The reason my uncle was an alcoholic is because he was a
Scorpio.
He was a Scorpio, so that's why he's an alcoholic.
They all drink.
Okay, all right, cool.
I can't stand a Scorpio though. Well, a Scorpio man, and then there's the male, and then the female, and then maybe I do know more about it than what I think. Anyway, that is not what this is about.
That's cool. It was a funny little moment.
But
go ahead.
But you are like a Capricorn.
So just pray for me. I guess whatever that means.
Just lift up the cancers they got to deal with everybody in their lives. That are Capricorns. But no, actually I really love y'all though. Like y'all technically y'all are sister signs, so like y'all balance us. So like Cancers are really emotional and Capricorns are really like level. Like really like hard workers and shit. And like Cancers are supposed to like bring Capricorns like kind of like, oh, like have fun and live life, and Capricorns are supposed to be like, hey,
stern.
Do your shit. Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
That's kind of like me, but I am an emotional drunk. Yeah. How about that?
Are you now?
Yeah.
And when did you discover this?
My first time getting drunk wasn't until like 2015, honestly.
Yeah.
I was a late starter. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't drink like that, I'm a social drinker.
Yeah.
But I was at the Atlanta Greek picnic. Ain't even know about the Greeks, Phi Beta Sigma, You know, shout out to the whole
Divine Nine.
Divine Nine, whole D9. So I was at the Atlanta Greek picnic, and it was this one chick. I know she was an SG row. Man, she was so fine. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? We went out this big old Airbnb. We had a little house party in there. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, and she was flirting with me like, I need you need to get on my level. And she was just like, here, take these shots of hen. And then, so like, Atlanta Greek picnic is, first of all, it's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't ate all day. And then, you know what I'm saying? I see this, you know what I'm saying, fine little SG roll. She get me shots of hen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, snaps. I'm thinking I'm about to get some and whatnot. Yeah. And then after all that, I'm just like, dang, I ain't ate all day. It hit me. So I tell my line brothers, like, bro, go get me some food real quick. This SG roll get me drunk as hell. I've been drinking hen. She got me taking shots of hen. And then these niggas come back with some McDonald's. Yeah. And then that's when the rage came. Like, nigga, who eats McDonald's? Like, I don't eat no effing McDonald's. So I'm about to fight my line brothers in the party. And people like, oh my God. And then for some reason, I don't know, I just got getting really emotional. Like, oh my God, I'm drunk. And the first time I was supposed to pop my drunk cherry was with my family. Yeah. And I was just like, I'm with this SG row that I don't know. Yeah. And I feel like I just popped my drunk cherry with somebody I don't know. It's kind of like, I was just like, now I know how a girl feel when she lose her virginity to a nigga who didn't deserve it.
You said I was supposed to be with Grandma Jean.
I'm supposed to be with my Grandma Jean and my uncles and my cousins, but I get lit. I'm lit off Hennessy.
I am so dead. And I am surprised that you didn't get drunk with them first.
I know, because they always
rite of passage.
Yeah, they was always like, you know what I'm saying, get some. You know, your 21st birthday, you don't drink with us. I'm just like, nah, I'm straight. Yeah, and then when I got to college, it was just like, man, it started thinking like, man, I didn't pop my drunk cherry with a bunch of randoms. So, man.
I cannot stand you.
Like, that's the truth. Like, I'm just like, bro, man. I started crying. They're like, what's wrong with him? I'm just like, and my live brothers like, this is the first time I've been drunk. And then the SG row was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Just like, yeah, you ain't even let me hit. You know what I'm saying? You got me all drunk.
That's what you get, you man.
Nah, bro. She owed me.
Nobody owes you anything. That's her body.
I know, right?
Don't get canceled before you start. So okay. I take it was definitely a change for you.
It was a change for me. That's when I realized, like, oh man, I'm emotional drunk. And then I got drunk another time, probably like 2 years later. I'm like, yep, I'm emotional drunk.
That is hilarious. Yeah. Was your family offended that when they found out you got drunk without them?
I called my brother. And he thought something was wrong because he ain't never, heard me crying and nothing like that. So he was like, I'm finna call people. We're coming down there. I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm just like, bro, I just supposed to spend this moment with you.
Now I'm just fucked up right now. And I can't do this. I need you to come be with me, my niggas. Because this girl, she a Capricorn.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That is so funny.
So yeah, I think it's the first time I told this story in public. So look at you.
Thank you so much for telling this story because you have tickled me.
Man,
I imagine it's really hard for you being away from your family, or is it?
It is, but when I do go home, it's like one of those like, man, after 4 days, like, I'm ready to get back to the crib. These niggas, my nerves, just.
It'd be like that. Did you have to like break it to your mama that you was leaving, or did she already know?
She already knew. She was like, please, go.
Well, she had a 2-year-old, so she was like, get out.
Yeah. So when I told my mom, because at first I was just like, I'm like, Mom, I'm finna break my lease on my apartment because I'm going to LA in like 3 months. Yeah. So like.
That was how you told her?
So I'm like, so can I like stay with you?
She said no.
When you leaving? Hold on, let me talk to my husband and see. I'm like, damn, mine's 3 months. Like, I can't say what you got them 3 months.
They married. I gotta make married decisions.
I know. I'm just like, I guess you can stay. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. First thing January.
I don't know, but I get to be your kid.
I'm like, white people, they let their kids stay until they about 37. That's why they got generational wealth.
That's a bigger conversation.
It is
that Black people need to have.
Black people be like, as soon as you get 18, you getting the hell out of here.
You need to roll. But I do feel like kids need to have some type of plan though. Yeah, you just can't stay with your parents forever.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, some people can. It works for some people, but that's a very small population.
When you have kids, are you gonna have a stay-at-home son?
Oh no,
that's gonna be like 27.
I'm not some people, so
son, you can stay here as long as you want.
Shout out to the some people, but then I feel like I be saying stuff like that, but then when I have a kid, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Honestly, true. Yeah.
Like,
because I used to always be like, I want like 3 kids. Yeah. But then I seen my cousin have her baby, and I was just like, she went through so much pain.
Yeah.
I was just like, so I ain't finna just tell my wife, I need you to have 3 kids. Yeah. And then I'll be like, I seen my cousin, and it was just like, oh my God.
I know, because I used to want 5 kids, and then I was like, wow,
like
she's
throwing up all the time in pain, can't go out to the club, blah, blah, blah.
But they be like, once you had a baby, you forget about all that pain. Yeah. I'm like, till the next one. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
So it's whatever I can handle.
Yeah.
Whatever we can handle. If we got one and we're like, I think we can handle another one. Mm-hmm. Well, I think you can handle another one.
Like, I think I'll be all right. I'm going to give it another go.
Like, all right, bet. Cool. I ain't got to get no vasectomy.
But family is very important to you, I presume. Yeah. So, like, do you feel... Because for me, I'm like, okay, when I get... Big, I'm gonna do this for my family and blah, blah, blah. Like, do you feel like what you're doing is, like, more for you, for your family?
No, it's most definitely for my family. Yeah. Because I feel like I'm already, like, I'm out in L.A. I have been exposed to what L.A. can offer, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So, I feel like this is just, like, it's nothing but a matter of time. Yeah. So I feel like I'm straight. Honestly, everything I'm doing is, and then I didn't already make my grandma happy. I done did a few films and movies and stuff. So I'm just like, the family's straight. Like, I don't got to prove nothing. Like, I'm an actor. Yeah. So honestly, now I'm doing this for TSU, doing this for y'all. Cause when I went back to the crib for homecoming, everybody was like, oh, I see you out there doing your thing, man. You keep doing your thing. I'm just like, yeah, I got you. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Because first of all, like, this is what I do. So it's just like, I ain't going nowhere because, like, I had the 9 to 5s and stuff like that. So it's just like I'd rather do this even if I'm struggling, but this is what I like to do. And then eventually you keep doing it. In this industry, somebody go, you do a good job. Oh, yeah, I remember Brandon from this and bring you on here. And this industry is so much about just networking and doing good.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're successful?
Yeah, because everybody defines their own definition of success.
Yeah, what does it mean to you?
It means being happy, bringing joy to other people, and having a plan and a vision and executing that vision. Yeah. So anytime I set my mind to something and I actually like do it, so I feel like I have seasons of success, seasons of success and seasons of failure. Yeah. But I'm not a failure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just learn. It's never a loss. It's just a lesson.
That's definitely a good point.
Yeah. So it's just like seasons of like, okay, well, I learned. It was trial and error. Like, I tried to do this. And I'm like, oh, well, now I know next time I'm not starting from ground zero. I'm starting from the mistakes I made and keep going. So, yeah, I feel like I'm most definitely successful. Just being out here in L.A. Yeah. Coming from Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Peoria, Illinois, graduating from Woodruff High School with a 1.8 GPA. Now I'm out here in L.A.
We're going to call you 1.8.
Mr. 1.8. Anybody, your life can happen. Dreams can change. Yeah. Okay.
Hallelujah. Yes, Do you feel like your dreams changed at some point? Or are they pretty much like
much the same? Yeah. I feel like like I said, Knife exposed me to like more dreams. Yeah. Like it like the rabbit hole got deeper once I like got in the industry and just like, yo. Yeah. So they didn't change. I still, you know what I'm saying, want to be that Will Smith, Jamie Foxx. Mm-hmm. But I also want to be that Will Smith, Jamie Foxx / Issa Rae, Tyler Perry, like have ownership and like I'm very business mindset. Same. Yeah, so I'm just like, I want to do the acting, but I also want to own what I got going on. Yeah, because I feel like having to do what somebody else is telling you to do takes away a lot of your creative control. And that's just it's not fun. It's not, and it's not. It doesn't keep you financially stable. It most definitely. Just like kind of floating, and because I think that is my issue sometimes with being a writer. Because I'm like, I'm not just gonna be writing and be on strike and stuff. Like I can't handle that. I came out here and I'm like,
I'd be damned if I can't pay my rent or something like that. So, and they take you for granted as a writer, as an actor, as anybody who's like below the line. Yeah. So, I just think it's really important to have your own stuff. Yeah. So, like so where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah.
Effing hate that question.
Well, you're gonna answer it.
5 years. Lord, heaven only knows. Heaven only knows.
Is that a song?
John Legend. Heaven only knows.
I don't listen to John Legend like that.
Wow.
I just know his like mainstream stuff. My favorite John Legend song is "Baby Tonight's the Night We Left." I
put that on
that movie
when you getting ready to go out, huh? Baby Tonight, lose control.
It's a good song.
But 5 years. Partnering with a major studio on one of my productions or concepts that I have written and produced and pitched. 5 years, yeah. So working with Paramount, Viacom, BET. Right now I'm just going through the pitching process. Like you got a product, you got a project, and now you got to reach out to people, send emails, send calls, have Zoom meetings, pitch. Yeah. This show needs to be on your network because XYZ. Yeah. And so in 5 years, just like, hey, they're going to call me like, hey, we want that show. You got a good idea. Let's make it work. Yeah. On the path of Issa Rae. Mm-hmm. So 5 years. Come on,
Issa Rae path. We love Issa Rae over here.
I love Issa Rae.
She's the best. So, in switching gears, we are going to do a little rapid questions. Okay. It's going to be 10 questions. Okay. Just answer with the first answer that comes to mind. So don't think too hard about it. Okay? Okay,
here we go.
So, first question.
I'm not even going to look at you.
Don't.
Looking at you is going to make me think.
Don't look at me.
So I'm just going to look straight into the camera.
Okay. Okay, first question.
First question.
If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
Food.
The importance of food in your life is very great, and I'm glad you own it. Next question. If your life was a story, what would it be titled?
Trust the process.
Name the first word that comes to your mind.
Process. That was the last word I said. So.
Fair.
Okay. First word that comes to my mind. Family.
Okay.
God. I got to put God first.
That's 12 words.
Sorry.
Where I know that 1.8 is haunting you, but I need to let it go. Okay. What's a movie you can quote line by line?
Ooh, Nutty Professor.
That's hilarious. Let's see. What habit holds you back the most?
Food. I be making life decisions like, man. Because I food, I'm telling you, listen, I like to experience food with other people. So that's fair. I like to, even if like, I'll be like, yo, Mesha, let's go here, or let's do that. Or when Brandon go out to eat, he like to order the whole menu. I like to get this and get that. And I'll be like, dang, like, man, I need to pay my car note. But you know what? Life's about experiences. So I'm finna experience this whole menu.
We need to go eat somewhere because I love trying a new restaurant.
I know. I be peeping your TikTok. She'd be like, I tried this today, y'all. I'll be like, look at me.
Good to know.
Okay.
Okay, next. What was the first concert you ever attended?
Shout out to my ex. She took me to Drake and Future.
You a Drake ass nigga. Okay. If you could be any character in a TV show, which one would you be?
Ooh, a TV show. What's the I would say Blackish. Anthony Anderson in Blackish.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Name a song that makes you happy.
Don't you stop it. Don't you stop the music.
Oh, you don't really want to stop. That was on a soundtrack. Was it like the Soul Food soundtrack? Was
that on Soul Food soundtrack?
I don't know. Anyway, okay, next one. There's two more. Your favorite place that you've traveled to?
Favorite place I've traveled to. I don't get around that much. I would say Houston.
Last question. Name a person who inspires you.
My auntie Gia Jones.
Shout out to Gia Jones.
Supreme Accounting Tax Services. Get your taxes done and she'll pray for you. All right.
Is she in Gary?
Nah, she in Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you're in Peoria, Illinois.
Supreme Accountant Tax Services, 3000 North University.
Shout out to her. So let's just wrap this up. I have 2 questions. What is your personal motto?
My personal motto is, if you don't go through the process to get it, you won't have the power to keep it.
Deep Capricorn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all going through the journey of life, and like sometimes we got to go through the fire because sometimes do the wind into the wall. I gladly risk it all, baby. So I feel like we all going through the journey, and just like if you don't go through the fire to get it, like I done seen so many people like just get handed opportunities and they don't know what to do with it, and they just drop the ball. They don't see the value in it. Yeah. So like once you really go through the process to get what you want, you're gonna have the power to keep it, and you have the power to delegate it to the right people. Yeah. So.
And the final question: if you could teach a master class on anything, what would it be?
I would say teaching the business of this industry, the acting, the producing, the step by step from like you want to be an actor, you have no roadmap. I've had all the trials and tribulations of going up and down and making the wrong turns and like, okay, don't go here because they're going to try to finesse you and talk to this person. If this person says this, they ain't on the right path. So I would say a master class of like, from ground zero to like where you want to be in the acting industry. And if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be cleaning. I'm a neat freak, and I'm very
like a janitor.
Honestly, I have my own janitor company, my own like custodial company, because I'm like I'm a neat freak, and like I have like techniques on how to like make sure you keep the windows clean, streak free. Anyway, that's besides the point. But
you need to clean my room.
I'm very organized and very and I feel like cleaning is therapeutic for me. So I'm just like, even though it's a gift and a curse, because when people come to my crib, I'll be like, can you take your shoes off? Please. I'm big into the Bible too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually like read and study and pray for understanding. So like I like to debate. I like to debate people on like the word, especially them Grand Rising Queens. Yeah. Like, you know what, brother? You know where we really from.
Can't let a whole tip near you.
Yeah, like, hey, come on, let's talk about it. Let's have a good debate about
That's one of my issues because I be like, I ain't finna argue with you. Like you either gonna believe it or you not. So I mean, I'm a little bit of an aggressive Christian, sorry. No, I guess it's the opposite. I be like, I mean, you going or you not. So I mean, I don't know.
I like to just ask some questions like, so what made you do this or think that, and then what I come to realize, like a lot of people really just don't. They say all this stuff about the Bible, but they don't really read it. Yeah. The Bible was changed so many times by who? Yeah. By who? Yeah. By who?
I feel like on either side you need to do your research.
Exactly.
Because
and even
people that don't believe in Jesus, I'm like, that's fine, but like don't try to fight with me on it. Like everybody got their own beliefs.
Yeah,
so,
you haven't even took time to blow the dust off your Bible. Yeah, just open it and
just everybody be respectful. Exactly. Of everybody's everything.
Exactly. So, So I'm good with that. Just all I can do is plant a seed or water it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Other than that, the Lord gonna have to grow that person spiritually. Yes, Lord. But you know what I'm saying? Look at our feet. They clean.
They all pruny.
I'm gonna get look at my toes. Okay. All right.
Let me dripping on my floor now.
I mean, my bad.
Nah, I'm playing. But no, this was
nice.
This was absolutely.
I really loved it. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you came.
You gotta invite me back for season 2.
I absolutely will. And in 5 years when you What'd you say you wanted to do in 5 years? It doesn't matter. Just run the tape back. Yeah. But I loved having you.
Mm-hmm. I love being here. I just love this real shit. This real unique. Like there's plenty of podcasts out there. This is like the one that's actually like.
Thank you so much. My guests are so nice, y'all. Like they really be boosting me. But
I'm like for real, like all you need is Sue Wong in here doing our toes.
Yeah. Hey now,
Sue Wong. Okay, sorry.
Anyway.
I'm gonna get canceled already.
I was about to say you're teetering the line.
I'm a comedian. It's alright.
But don't want to do stand up.
I know, right?
But anyway, it was so great having you, Brandon. I love you very much.
Love you so much.
Hallelujah, brother.
Yes, Lord. My sister in Christ.
Get your hands off. No. Unhand me. No. It was so good having you. And I will see you all next time on the Black Retreat.
Go ahead, follow me, call me, listen to my voicemail.
I'm so sorry. Follow Brandon. Your tags, throw them out.
Thank God I'm famous. Brandon Lee W. Everything.
What's it on Instagram? It's at Thank God I'm Famous.
Thank God I'm famous.
What else are you on?
I just joined a new thread thing. So
I haven't joined it yet.
Yeah, I think my number is like 913-8776. One of those.
Are you just like a user?
Yes, they assign you a
You need to figure out your name and
on new Instagram thread they assign you a number. Like, you see, they're trying to program us.
It's like a whole separate app than Instagram.
It's a whole separate app, but it's connected to Instagram. So like even when you sign up, like under your Instagram account, they gonna say your number 8 at 977544329.
That's very like sci-fi movie.
It is like
everybody
it goes
get
to
a
show
number.
they really gonna start controlling us. They're gonna be like, is this Brandon number at 931875537? Be like, oh, see, look, it's starting.
I hate that.
Conspiracy theorists, they trying to get you.
Because I feel like all the like famous people have been like, I'm on Threads, and I'm like, y'all are getting paid for this, ain't y'all? Because I'm like, ain't no way all y'all care about Threads. Yeah. Like, who cares?
It ain't nothing but Twitter for Instagram.
Exactly. And I'm like, why would I?
Yeah, matter of fact, let me look up my number right now.
Like, why would I want to see your Threads when I can just see your pictures? If I want to see your words, I'll go to Twitter.
Yep, you see.
But also, look, Twitter is kind of off right
at 931-82938. They trying to get
my first thread is dedicated to the Most High, to the name above every name. Hashtag hallelujah. Hashtag my first thread. You are so churchy. Then the foolishness starts after I have laid the foundation. Really? Don't be disappointing, Jesus.
I ain't disappointing. You got to give him your first fruits of everything.
Yes.
After that, hey, he said this world is yours, my son.
Amen. Did you used to sing in church?
Not really. They weren't paying. So I was just like, man, I got to get this money.
Well, that concludes this episode. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, Grandma. Love you, Miss Jean.
Shout out to Grandma Jean.
Give me a call.
This is dedicated to you, as is his voicemail.
I ain't gonna answer it, though.
Don't do her.